Yes.
Okay.
Very President for me, very coordinator, and very coordinator Pam. Chati ngai ta longi lobinera e lambara everything kutamia education. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that I need to emphasize or go to the origins of what we are currently facing, what our education institution is facing. We have one simple task. It's an action-oriented task. And for us to be able to dive into that, we have to define what it is that we're looking at. The land for lab, the biggest problem we're facing is for students to be able to learn in an environment and have basic materials to learn. And that, due to the situation we're facing, is a challenge. And for teachers to be able to teach with the basic materials that they have or that they need is a challenge. And to me, that is the first order of magnitude that we need to tackle. Adolfsen Ganley, Botom Wonlingwa, Etomachia. And to be able to do that, we have a very simple plan. And that plan is to assemble an action-oriented talent pool. That can we adren for la education when you're the fact that order for la it's not going to work. This is an on-the-ground initiative. Sarafson Kiri adren for la people ready to fold up their sleeves and work on this initiative. And we need people who will sit down. There is no definition of the problem. We need the people who are on the ground to define, to examine, propose, define what the solution is going to be, and then we accompany in the implementation. So the first order is to assemble this talent pool to have these conversations. And the way that will best work is first to identify, members who will join our education platform. And it will be preferable that we have people who are in Tok or in the neighboring towns, but preferably people who are in people who are in the education sphere, who are in for an initial consultation task force that would examine the current situation, look at what the needs are and how to remedy those needs. And then we'll have a second enlarged task force that will then work on implementation based on the recommendations of the select initial task force. And what are we trying to do here? The goal here goes back to the problem statement. Under the prevailing circumstances, it is absolutely devastating for our next generation to evolve without a basic education. The most critical years of a person's education are the early years. And what is being taken away right now is those early years, primary, secondary education. How do we get that going? So this group of people will be tasked with implementing conversations, discussions. We've had them. We've asked all the questions we need to ask. Can we get to work? And the long-term vision is, how do we then make a sustainable effort at improving and ensuring that the people that leave our education system can be trained for jobs that will be available. So that's the simple task. It sounds simple, but it is Herculean. It is very difficult. We all don't sleep, so we might as well use that time to work on getting our kids back to school. That is it. And like I said, like every other coordinator has said, please, if you know somebody that is in, or you are interested in being part of this committee, join us and let's give our 50 cents back to our homeland. And, we will ever be thankful for it. Thank you, Coordinator Ban. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Mr. President. A call again out, please. We need to get our education back. We cannot afford this level of destruction to what is the most critical thing. We're all where we are because we went to school. Let's afford that to our progeny. Thank you.